buenos días. Sí, no sé. No entiendo. Puedo. You speak. Hablas. Tú hablas.
Did you read it? ¿Lo leíste? If it's a novel, you say la leíste. ¿La leíste? Una persona. The person I'm talking to you. La persona. La persona is a feminine. La persona.
Primero con el verbo ser. Ana, conjuga verbo ser, por favor.
Ser. Oh, lo siento. Yo soy.
Sí.
Sí, yo soy. Tú eres. Él, ella, usted es.
Porfa, Ana, ¿puedes leer los objetivos?
Sí, objetivos. Puedo tener una conversación sobre mis amigos y familiares. Y puedo hablar sobre mis gustos y actividades.
Ahora, Ana, ¿cuáles son positivos y cuáles son negativos? Madonna, ¿positivo o negativo?
Negativo.
Negativo, muy bien.
Ana, léelo, por favor.
Ok. Empezamos. Ahora estamos en la Plaza de las Tendillas. Y tenemos Ismael. Este año no pienso hacer una lista de deseos porque el año pasado no cumplí ninguno. Creo que soy demasiado exigente. ¿Qué es exigente?
¿Y qué podrías contarnos que es tu cosa favorita de México hasta ahora?
Hasta ahora creo que es Bosque de Chapultepec.
Es un parque muy grande, ¿verdad?
Muy grande. Es como Central Park de Nueva York, Bosque de Chapultepec de la Ciudad de México. Sí.
Ok, vale.
I made and shared a video recently called A Love Letter to Mexico City, where I'm currently living for a few months. I've never made a video like that before. It's kind of off the wall, but so fun to make and break out of my usual mold, which you kind of have to do sometimes to get the creative juices flowing again. But anyways, at the end of that video, I was speaking in Spanish, and quite a few of you asked, how in the heck did I pick up the language in just a couple of months? Y también estoy disfrutando hablar español. Empecé a aprender español hace 3 o 4 meses, más o menos. Sí, necesito más practicar, obviamente, pero... So I thought, why not make a video for you sharing how I'm learning new languages as an adult in my free time and a little bit of what that process looks like. So, here we go. Recently, I've been absolutely obsessed with 2 different TV shows right now. The first is called Dark. You can find it on Netflix. It's a German series actually, but since I'm learning Spanish right now, I'm actually watching it dubbed in Spanish with English subtitles. It is kind of a dark series, hence the name, haha. So there's death and apocalypse vibes, but overall, I would say the show is actually more about the concept of time and how everything is connected, interconnected. So if you're into that, I can recommend it to you. You should check it out. You might like it. And then the other show that I've been binging lately is called Merli. One of my Spanish tutors recommended it to me. I'm absolutely loving it. They're actually speaking in Catalan, but again, I'm just watching it dubbed in Spanish with English subtitles. This show is about a strange, unusual, somewhat unconventional philosophy teacher and his high school students. I love topics about philosophy and coming-of-age stories. I think the show itself is written so well, and it's been highly rated and recommended across the board. This is just one way that I enjoy exposing myself to other languages and listening to the sounds and the accents and how to pronounce things, etc. All that fun jazz. En el video de hoy voy a compartir mis secretos contigo. Es una broma, no. En el video de hoy voy a compartir mi proceso y algunos recursos gratuitos en línea y recursos pagados, recursos pagados también. Algunas cosas que quiero compartir contigo son específicas del español, pero puedes aplicar la mayoría de las cosas a cualquier idioma que quieras aprender. Entonces, vamos a empezar. So before I even start learning a new language, I like to visualize and imagine that I can already speak the language that I want to learn. Visualization is a technique that I learned about from reading books by Neville Goddard, who was an American writer from Barbados, and he basically believed and taught that our thoughts and our imagination is what ultimately creates our reality. So visualization is a technique that can help you learn faster and easier, whether it's a new language that you want to learn or an instrument, for example. And I wholeheartedly believe in it because clearly it's working. So use your imagination, get a little Delulu, go to your La La Land in your head, and just make up scenarios of you already knowing the language, already reading the books. Try to picture yourself ordering a meal at a restaurant or hearing the language as you're walking down streets or sitting in the park or just ordering a coffee in a cafe. It's a lot of fun because the feeling is very empowering and satisfying, and it's a great motivator. Next, be able to answer these two questions. Number 1, what is your why? And number 2, what are your specific language learning goals? It really helps to know what your why is, and it also helps to know what your specific language learning goals are. For example, maybe your reason why is because you don't want to die a dumb traveling American when it feels like so many people around the world already know how to speak multiple languages. Or it could be for business or for travel, or maybe you have a partner or a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend whose family speaks a different language. There are just so many countless reasons why you might want to learn another language. And as an example, one of my specific goals is that I want to be able to read books in Spanish by some of my new and old favorite native Spanish-speaking authors. I'm nearing 5 months into the journey of learning Spanish, and I still have a long way to go. But I am able to understand about 45 to 50% of these books that I'm reading without doing any translations. And I just think that's so damn cool. So I have 2 online learning platforms that I want to share with you that have worked well for me. The first is called Lingoda. They offer Spanish, French, German, English, and business English courses. I've really enjoyed taking the small group classes, but they also offer one-on-one sessions. It just costs a little bit extra. The other platform I've had some really good luck with is called italki. I pay an average of about $7 or $8 a session to practice listening, speaking, and having conversations in my target language that I'm trying to learn. I did switch tutors a couple of times until I was able to find one that I really, really liked. That's completely normal. Since you are paying, it's important to find someone that helps you learn best and that you're comfortable practicing speaking a foreign language with. And then of course, YouTube is perhaps the most excellent resource because it's free and it's always available. However, it does require you to be self-motivated. So there's that. Butterfly Spanish with Ana is actually the best. She is the best. She's basically Dora the Explorer for adults. She's funny, I love her personality, and she's really good at breaking down the Spanish language.
Relájense. You all relax. You all plural. Relax. Everything is going to be okay. Relájense. Todo va a estar bien. Así como tengo un primo, o cuando yo, when I was a hippie. Relájate, mamá, relájate. No es para tanto. It's not a big deal, right? When she gave me some trouble. So I said, relájate, mamá. No, relájate. Todo va a estar bien, ¿ves? Así las estrellas y el universo.
Spanish After Hours with Laura is another favorite of mine. She's from Spain, so it's slightly different compared to Latin American Spanish, but her videos are just awesome. She's a character, and you can tell she puts a lot of work and effort into each one.
Una bombilla. Si esta bombilla se cae al suelo, hace así en el suelo, la bombilla se rompe porque es de cristal.
But let's say, for example, French is more your style. I highly recommend checking out Leah Mercier. She's a host on Learn French with FrenchPod101.com. They have a YouTube channel. I especially love her personality. She's also very funny and goofy, and makes learning French super chill, very easy, very fun.
Why? Pourquoi? C'est vrai? Really? C'est vrai? C'est vrai? Oh, fine. So if you're hearing gossip and stuff, you're gonna be like, oh, c'est vrai? No, no, c'est vrai? Oh, c'est vrai? Really? Yeah. And you can use it with all the intonations. C'est vrai? C'est vrai?
Learning languages is obviously a process. There is very little instant gratification in this endeavor, but I believe that it is absolutely worth it because you're learning and connecting with people you otherwise wouldn't or couldn't, and isn't that what it's all about? I'll leave some helpful links down below. Please let me know if you have any other questions. I will try to answer them in the comments. But other than that, espero que tengas un buen día. Y voy a ir al mercado para comer tacos con mis amigos. Y mañana voy a ir a hacer senderismo en las montañas. So cool. You didn't think I was gonna come all the way down to Mexico and not hike some mountains. Entonces, hasta luego. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.